matters. 3, that with the 14 members, the membership of the Kenya Kwanza Coalition stands at 179 members, while the membership of the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party stands at 157 members. This, by implication, indicates that the Kenya Kwanza Coalition is the majority party, and the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party is the minority party in this House.
Dear viewers, welcome back to Yoleno TV. So Wetangula has delivered what many people call a major shocker to Azimio One Kenya Alliance. So Wetangula went ahead to disregard the report that was shared by Andy Ritu, the registrar of political parties. In my view, I think when Wetangula made a ruling in favor of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance because he is a member of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, and that is contrary to what is supposed to be the case of the National Assembly. Wetangula is supposed to be a neutral party, despite the fact that he was elected by the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. So the judgment that Wetangula delivered is only proof that going forward for the next 4.5 years, 5 years, he will be making judgmental decisions that will only favor the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, and that is risky to the democracy of the Republic of Kenya. Before we go further, in what many people kept waiting and in what many people kept referring to as Solomonic ruling happened to be one that can only be referred to as a biased ruling. We all know that there was a pre-election pact between the Azimio One Kenya Alliance constituent party members, and this was binding, and the report that came from the registrar of political parties was that no member can leave the coalition 6 months before the election and 3 months after the election. So if the document that was deposited at the registrar of political parties was to be adhered to, then this would have gone to a level whereby time that the party members can be allowed to exit that agreement would have been somewhere there in November. But Wetangula decided to say that that document cannot be used to make any ruling. So the question that everybody keeps asking themselves is, did Wetangula act in accordance with the law? So the following were confirmed by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Wetangula. So, Leader of Majority, Kimani Ichung'wah. So, the Deputy Leader of Majority, Owen Baya from Kilifi. So, the Leader of Minority, Opiyo Wandayi. The Deputy Minority Leader, Robert Mbuyi. So, Majority Party Whip went to Sylvanus Osoro. Deputy Majority Party Whip went for Jiko Wako. Then on the minority wing, the Minority Party Whip went to Junet Mohammed for Suna East. Then the Deputy Minority Whip went to Sabina Chege. Why have I decided to bring this analysis? Because, Wetangula kept dilly-dallying, and he knew all along that he was going to make a biased decision, but he wasted a lot of time, kept dilly-dallying, and he knew very well that the report of Andy Ritu is not a report that he was going to take into consideration on as matters of the decisions that he was to make. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about that determination that Wetangula just communicated? Personally, I think that was biased, like I've said, and going forward, I think the House Committee will all be serving on a biased basis. But you remember in 2017, when Wetangula was made minority party leader of the Senate, there was some issue with the NASA Brigade soon after Raila Amolo Odinga was sworn in by Miguna and the team. Part of the NASA Brigades found that Wetangula was not fit for that position because they called him or termed him as a coward leader, and that they did not show up when Raila Amolo Odinga was being sworn in. So that means they were coward, or maybe they had taken some different stand. So Orengo and the team and other members found that the only way out was to remove Wetangula and replace Wetangula with another person. So Orengo was given that capacity of minority leader in the Senate. So sooner, Wetangula said that there will be casualties going forward. There will be casualties, and it was going to be business as usual. I think that is what followed as when during this election period, Wetangula had to go with the William Samoei Ruto and ditch Raila Amolo Odinga, his longtime friend, and he had to make that bold decision as a way of revenging or avenging that act. So I look at this determination today, and I foresee this as just a continuation of that revenge mission that Wetangula has always been on, a revenge mission. That determination was made because of what happened in 2017. Because the person is supposed to communicate, talk about numbers, give a report on the numbers as far as Political Party Act is concerned, is Anne Nderitu. If Anne Nderitu decided to communicate that, and then when Wetangula just decided not to take the document into consideration, that means Wetangula was making a decision based on makasiriko, kwa sababu wakati ule alifanywa vile, sasa yeye ameamua kulipiza kisasi. That is what we are seeing in this decision making process, in whatever decision that Wetangula made in the parliament proceedings. And you remember, I remember in one of those, when he was giving that determination, he said that the grieved party can go to the court. So the question is, will the courts overrule that decision? That's something that we are yet to see. Maybe Azimio One Kenya Alliance will take it to the courts. Maybe that will happen. Maybe it will not happen. Maybe they'll just settle with whatever they've been given. So we don't know. We are yet to see what will transpire. But ladies and gentlemen, kindly share what you feel about that determination from Wetangula. Whether you think Wetangula has shown some statesmanship in that determination, whether you feel that some biasness, just tell us below the comment section there, and I'm sure to respond to each and every comment. So since I'm winding up, please I'd like to urge you as usual to take care and stay blessed as we wait for catch up in our next analysis.